Okay, I am finally live. I am finally here. Hello, everybody. My name is Alisa Tilsner, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And it is one of those mornings. Of course, it had to be, didn't it? I'm just going to make sure that everyone can actually hear me. Holy cow. I needed a login to get into this StreamYard thing, and no joke, it took 15 minutes to get to me for an email to come through with a login password. And I'm like, no. I think I tried three times and finally got it. And then I was like, oh no, I think I forgot to charge up my earphones so that I don't get that echoing. And so hopefully everyone can hear me. Just jump in. Yes, excellent. Good morning. And then I decided to let my hair do its own thing this morning, which I know I should not do when I go live, because then I look at myself and I think, ugh. But we are back. We are back. Hooray! Oh my gosh, it's been I'm tired. I need a break. I need a break from my break. Hello, everyone. Everyone is watching on YouTube at the moment. I do go live to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So yesterday was my first day back in my craft room, properly making cards for myself. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay, what are we going to make today? Now, I did put out a little call. And you'll have to excuse me. I got sick on the way home, traveling home, and I'm still a bit, it's not on my chest, but I'm still a little bit coughing and my nose is still all blocked, but I am not contagious, which is the best thing. Okay, so what are we making today? I spotted a global design project sketch challenge, so I thought we may have a little go at that. And I also put out a call yesterday on my Facebook page saying, I need a color challenge. I need hit me up with some color changes. And there were some really nice color challenges. And there's a lot of colors that you guys picked that I don't like. I don't like lemon lolly. And I don't like the bubble bath. Sorry, guys, I just don't like them. But Jody put out and she said, how about trying lemon lolly, parakeet party, and lemon lime twist? So I thought that is very, very, very different for me. So let's have a crack at perhaps doing something like that. So scary. Hi, Cindy. She's caught me live. Yay. Oh, Adelaide goes live after me. I didn't know that. There you go. Fantastic. Excellent. And the wildfires in Canada are not good. I have seen a little bit. I didn't get to watch a lot of the news while I was away. But I do believe you're still suffering, which isn't good. So I think some of our fireys have gone over. Oh, thank you, Cindy. That is lovely of you. Okay, so let me get this camera switched around, and I've got a new stamp set to play with. I actually had asked you guys as well. Is that just black on the end, or is that my table that you can see? It's probably this needs a little bit readjusting. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, so I had said when I got back and I was suffering. Anyway, I said I hadn't actually done an order. When the catalogue went live last month, I only had a few days before we actually left, and I only ordered what I needed to make things with. So I haven't actually done an order for myself. And I put out a call and I said, what are you getting? And a lot of you said the timeless arrangements, which I did have on my, I don't write a list, but it was in my brain list. And I was like, oh, that's right. So I grabbed this one and it turned up the other day. So I haven't used it. I'm only looking for it the first time. I actually only unwrapped this morning for the first time. But I do have a bit of a technique that I would like to think about that's in my head. So we're going to play with that. So as far as I can tell, these guys all layer onto top of each other and make that foliagey, is that a word? The foliage thing happening, because I'm really bad at layering and putting things where they need to be. So I'm hoping that that is actually going to help me. I think that's the way it works. So anyway, I've got my lemon lolly, a lemon lime twist, and my parakeet party. So we are going to have a play with that. Now I have also got, my head is not functioning properly either, so I just warn you with that. And because this is probably the most amount of talking I've done, I will probably start coughing. So hopefully not. My hubby got sick the day we left the ship, and then on the day that we were coming home, I started copying it. I'm just looking at my dies to work out how much room I need. I'm thinking I might need that one for that one, because I think I need to do 2 lots. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a technique today, and because we no longer have our shimmery, normally I would do this on shimmery cardstock, but I'm going to try and just do it on our plain white. Now I save all these sheets of acetate that come from our dies. Is this one? From our stamp set, sorry. So I keep all of the heavy, I throw away the light one, but I keep the heavier piece from the photopolymer stamp sets, and I've got them all. So anytime I need a window sheet, I collect them all. Anytime I need a window sheet for, you know, a special card or anything, just give them a clean with your, what's it called, isopropyl alcohol, and all the markings where the stamps have been sitting all come off, and you get a nice clean sheet. But I'm going to use this one for a technique today. Okay, so I'm going to start with my lemon lolly, and we're going to see how this works with, I'm just going to put a little bit of, you probably can't see that. If I did that, you can see it. There we go. So I've just popped a little bit of ink from the edge of the ink pad on there, and I'm hoping that that will be enough. And then I just have a little bit of a spritzer, and I'm going to spritz that with water. Now you can do this on watercolor paper, but you know, I like to keep my watercolor paper for special coloring because it is expensive. So we're just going to see how we do this with just basic white, because normally, like I said, I would normally do this with shimmer, because it's had a little bit more tooth on it, but because we don't have our shimmer anymore, I can't. So put a little bit more on. I need a reasonably, whoops, I need a reasonably big piece, because I need to cut out 2 pieces. And the thing that, you know, I guess the forgiving part about this is, whoops, I've got pink. How did I get pink in there? Man. Because we're going to be die cutting it, it doesn't really matter what this bit looks like. Okay, and I might even just mop up whatever's on here. Oh man, that is grubby. That is where the pink came from. Can't take me anywhere. All right, I think I've got enough yellow lemon lolly. Where's my, you know what, and the pink has probably come from here when I've wiped everything off. You know what, if we're not making a mess, are we really card making if we're not making a mess? Okay, now I'm going to do the same with my lemon lime twist, and I think I'm going to use the Parakeet Party for that darker one. I think I can do the same with this one. Okay. We're reading my comments while I'm doing this. Why am I flopping around? There we go. A little bit of that. So I've got some green on there now. And yes, I am rushing. Oops, that's a bit. Oh, that's a lot. All right, let's swirl that around a little bit and squish him down. Oh, let's get some good texture going on here. And then I'll probably have to do it twice, I reckon. So pop a little bit more on there. And of course, depending on where you pop it on here and how much water you put on there, it depends on the look that you're going to get as well. And squish that down. And I think we'll just leave it like that. We've got some good colours going on in there and some good variety. That should be our motto. Are we really card making if we're not making a mess? I think it sort of gives you permission then to make a mess, doesn't it? Oops. And then I just stuck my fingers in the wrong end of my ink pad, trying to close it. Yep, that's right. And then Parakeet Party is the slightly darker one. I should have perhaps popped in some garden green, not garden green, granny apple green. All right, last one. Oh, that's a fair bit. All right, and I've got a wider piece here because I think I can get enough out of there. Some water. Okay, let's squish that down. I might be able to put a little bit more water on there. I don't want it too wet either because I won't be able to die cut them properly if I get them too wet. And you know me, I've got to go for the nice bold colours. There we go. Have a look at that. Awesome. Cool. Hello, Heidi, who's coming in? Okay, I think I might just do a tiny little bit more on this one. And I'm hoping that that green is a little bit darker than the other one. Now, is that going to be, do I need to add some granny apple green to that? Maybe I do because they're quite a similar green, aren't they? Maybe I will, just to try and, you know, add a little bit more to it. So granny apple green is the next one. So if you're looking for a really good monochromatic color, lemon lime twist, Parakeet Party, and then into granny apple green. So let's pop a little bit of this on just to try and separate it a little bit more. Okay, and if you're just joining in, we're just using a sheet of acetate, popping some water onto it, and then plonking it onto our basic white. If you still have shimmer paper, use shimmer paper because I think it would be pretty as well. Okay, that's moved it away from there a little bit because we want our foliage to be a little bit separate, don't we? Okay, I think I'm done with the messy side of it. Hello, Heidi. Oh, we've got lots of new visitors watching on YouTube. I don't know whether I've managed to go live on Facebook or not. I haven't seen any Facebook comments. So if you're, I don't think there's an. Oh yes, there was. Deb's the only, must be the only one watching on Facebook. Okay. Now I know that these won't be completely dry, and as I was drifting off to sleep last night, because I think I was falling asleep really early. I was sleeping 12 hours a day, but that's cut back. But I'm still going to like get exhausted early and going to bed early. So, but anyway, I was thinking last night as I was drifting off to sleep that I should have perhaps done this last night so that I had some dry pieces to work with. But that is okay. I've got water on my ruler. All right, so there's our pieces. So we're going to die cut them in a minute. I think I might prepare my card bases to start with, and then we will go from there because they are quite floppy still. So I have got, Audrey's watching on Facebook as well. Awesome. Yippee. Okay, you're going to make sure my fingers are clean. I know they are not, but let's just rub that ink in so it doesn't transfer off. So I'm working on a thick basic white, which is going to be our base. Now, also, I just want to point out a few things. Christine's watching on Facebook. Yay, welcome. First time live. Oh, you've picked a really great day. And Denise is watching on, oh man, my brain doesn't want to work anymore. Where am I going? I am going here. So I'm just going to pop up this. There we go. It did work. AlisaTilsner.com. So while I'm creating these, you will notice that I'm not going to be giving measurements as we go along. I send out this card that we're making today as a free tutorial in my newsletter tomorrow. So if you wish to be on my newsletter, race on over to AlisaTilsner.com after we've gone live, and you'll be able to sign up to my newsletter. You'll get 2 tutorials instantly, and then every Friday you will also get a new tutorial, the card that we're making today, and then you'll also get updates from what's happening with Stampin' Up and what I'm offering at the moment as well. So, and while I've got these up, what I am offering at the moment, before I forget you all, is a paper share and ribbon share, and this closes tomorrow. So if you are in Australia, we are taking advantage of the DSP that is on sale at the moment, and I've got a paper share going, but it does close tomorrow. And if you go to my blog, which is AlisaTilsner.com, you will also be able to sign up for them if you wish to do so. You get a little bit of everything. Paper share. Well, hang on a minute. I've got to get rid of that. Paper share is just a little bit of everything. Okay. Deb says, for some reason, with internet reception, see, Deb's out in the sticks. So you can get Facebook easily, but YouTube is a little bit dicey. Hello, Cheryl. Hello. Okay, so now going back to our what we're making. So I'm going to be using my card base as white, and then I think I'm going to do yellow on top, and then maybe one of the dark greens behind. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that lighter little bit there. I can't do a sentiment because my sentiment's going to be in the bulk of it. But I might be able to do some sort of an embellishment there, I reckon. So just to remind you what I am making. That's okay, Heidi. I just take my name as it comes from now. I know that's a bit. But yeah, I get so many unusual pronunciations and spellings of my name. I just go with the flow. All right, so I'm going to have my yellow piece. I may have to cut that down a little bit smaller. And then I'm thinking I might do my darker, which is the parakeet. Good morning, Nicole. So I'm just going to make this a smidge bigger. I may have to trim down, and that was a pretty wasteful way to cut my cardstock, I have to say. And also, if you're signing up for my newsletter, then you will be pleased to know that I actually do inches and centimeters. Was that going to work? I actually do inches and centimeters because we all have different sized card bases, and I actually make these to try and suit both. Both markets, because our envelopes are different sizes. Right, okay, here we go. Now, I do not know what this is going to look like. Like I said, these colours are definitely not me. So, Jody, I picked your colour combination because it is so different. And we'll just have to see how we're going. All right, so I have also got the exposed brick embossing folder. And while it's not, it's not the same as the brick and mortar, which I absolutely love, it's not too bad. It sort of reminds me of the well-worn type a little bit. All right, there's conversations going on in here, and I'm missing out on them. All right, so isn't that pretty? Try and get the lighting on there. I've got dreadful lighting in my room, but it is what it is. There's not a whole lot I can do about it, unless I ask my husband if we can remodel the ceiling. Okay, let's start die cutting our pieces now, and then we can start building up our card and seeing what we're going to get. Okay, so it is still very, very, very floppy. So I'm going to have to be quite gentle with this. I should have done them last night. Should have. Oh my gosh, don't you love trying to get new dies off the tape for the first time? Holy cow. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to stick one down here, and then I should have enough room to do one at the top. And I'll do, oh, that's really floppy. I will do this one at the same time, and I think I will go, there's one here that's got like little flowers on it. So I think I'll do that one out of there. And we'll die cut these at the same time, just to save a little bit of time. I could use a heat tool. Yes, I definitely could. It's not sopping wet, but it is still like just floppy, a little bit floppy. All right. So I need to cut. I'm just going to have to be gentle. Oops. Oh. What was I saying about needing to be gentle? Man, now what am I going to do? I should have just zapped it with the heat gun. Oh, shit. Am I allowed to swear? Am I allowed to swear? Oh, at least it was only a mild swear word, huh? You know what? You know that heat gun trick? I might have to actually do it for a moment. That's okay. Be very gentle. Hopefully I can disguise that, right? Do you think I can disguise that? Typical, right? It's only because I'm having a day as it is, like my StreamYard wouldn't set up, and then I've forgotten to do my charge up my earphones. Bear with me, I am going to use my heat tool. You can all laugh at me, that's okay. But I'm sorry, I will have to spend a little bit of time. Do you want me to mute so that you guys can talk about yourselves? Or shall I just heat this up? It's a good thing, you know, this is where you learn not to do my mistakes. I know it's not going to be dry, but hopefully it won't be floppy dry. Anyway, it is what it is. YouTube just closed on you. That's because I fluffed up. Use your Sunday language. I've got nothing in my stash drawer. Can you believe it? I don't keep these things. I don't. I should. If I just dry it off a little bit. Oh dear. Entertain yourselves. Yeah. Maybe I should have a little extra video to, oops, what have I done now? I've got some other things. Oh, no, I won't. Actually, I won't. I was gonna put some banners and stuff up and talk to you while I try and do this, but that's probably not a good idea. I'm nearly done. I know, right? We need that heat gun. Yeah. Lesson learned. Alrighty. I think I'm probably dry enough now. Rightio. Lesson learned. But the good news is that now you can see that you can just layer these guys up. I might be able to do something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that on the bottom. We'll see. Okay, now, where was I? Where was I before I stuffed up? Right here. Right, now. Oh, ruin the rest of my pieces. Gosh. Maybe I should have a little stash of just coloured bits like this that I can just take from. I mean, I've kept all those window sheets, right? Maybe I should keep these types of things as well. All right, let's go and see whether I can get a fair bit of yellow here. Now I'm all buckled. We'll go that way actually. So try and get a fair bit of yellow. Sorry, Heidi. Yeah, exactly. It's just like watching paint dry, right? Oh man, now this is, oh God, come on, muscle. I know. I used to go through a really bad stage where every time I did a live, something happened. Something happened. And we got to the stage where, you know, if something bad doesn't happen while I'm going live, then have I really gone live? Okay, get rid of you. Yay, look at that. It worked this time. Just be gentle, gentle, gentle. Very gentle. I know what it is too, because this bottom plate here is that roughed up that things stick to it. There we go. All right. Okay. One more lot to cut out. Oh man, my nerves, they're frayed. Sorry to all of you who are brand new to me, you know, when this is what you're getting. All right, which one am I going to use here? So I've got green, 2 shades of green. I need, maybe I'll do this one. While I'm talking to myself, maybe I'll do this one. I've done that one and I've done that one. So I'm thinking I will do this one here. Hello, Christine, you're coming in very late. Don't worry about coming in very late because I am just stuffing things up big time today. Get off. Now I've got green and yellow all over me. Alrighty, let's pick a nice spot. And that one's got a lot of, I want a little bit of texture, I think. So I'm actually going to pick some that's got a bit of white in it. All right. Oh, don't get flustered. Well, I'm hoping, well, you know, I've taught you that you must dry your cardstock. All right. There we go. Ta-da, there's a bit of lighter green, and let's take another bit. And I've got a little bit of splotchiness going on here, so I'm going to might try and get a little bit of that as well, because I don't mind having a little bit of white going on in there. Hopefully it will add to it. All right. I need a new plate on the bottom. Don't worry. Being new, have you seen my mini cutting plate? My mini cutting plate is still going. Right, okay. And I might actually get it out. Oh, well, that's true, Cindy. She said all of us have been first-time stampers. Even after 20 years, we could still be a first-time stamper. Definitely. All right, let me get this out of the way, because if I put it down beside my chair, I will probably step on it and break it. Ooh, what have we got going on now? Okay, I've got my layering piece. I've got my textured piece. Now, these things, I believe we can just, where they've got the bars on them, I believe that all you have to do is just stick all the bars together and you end up with foliage, layered foliage that just does what it's supposed to do, you know, as long as you don't rip pieces off them. So that is what I I was planning on doing something like that. Of course, I'm still going to use this piece even though it's torn off the bottom, and hopefully there's enough foliage going on that you don't miss a bit that isn't actually missing. So that is the idea, and then I thought I would put it all on there with my sentiment over the top. So that was the idea that was in my head. So let us pick a sentiment. And then I've still got that little bar thingy that I need to, where is my stamp set? Here it is. What are you doing over there? Okay, what have we got? Your kindness means everything to me. You're my everything. You make me smile. You're so kind. For always being there. I really appreciate you. Thank you. A very big thanks. Just not there. Where's the happy birthday? I make lots of happy birthdays. Maybe I'm going to do a thank you. All right. Thank you. There you are. And as you know, the colours are totally not me, which I think is throwing me off a little bit. Actually, these, I like to throw them down on the table and then just pick them up with the block, because that way they stay a little bit on the straighter side. Okay, I think I'm going to need a darker green. So I know that I did put in Granny Apple. I'm going to keep going with Granny Apple Green. I think I'm going to introduce this third green into it. So Jodie, I'm adding an extra color into your color combo mix that you gave me. Heidi says she swapped out her bottom plate the other day after 3 years. You know what? That is my original plate from, how long have we had those cut and emboss machines? I don't recall, but that's my original. The top one obviously is not original. That one I replaced, but the bottom one I kept because it was still fairly straight. Stick it in there. Okay. Now we have also in our dies, we have frames to cut out. And that one is going to do it. Okay, so you ready? 3 years we've had it. Okay. Heidi, now you were new to me, weren't you? Okay, so this is, you will get to see my mini. Are you ready for it? Here's my plate. Oh, this is bothering me. Okay, so we're going to line that up, and I do have to be careful where I use my plate, because if the crack goes over, that's not fun. I'm going to put this one up. Okay. Nicole says that's not foliage, that's bush bashing. Funny girl. Oh, funny. Don't talk to me about hiking. Oh, and now I've it's crooked. Oh. Who let me back in the craft room? Seriously. Oh, where's my other scissors? Who let me loose in here? Man. Poopy. Well, you've already watched paint dry, so you can watch me cut another one. Yeah, don't hiking. Okay, so while we were away, you guys know that we were practicing for our hiking. We went to where'd we go? Norway. And oh, perfect, awesome. We went to Norway, and on the last day of, like, before the sea day, like, so the last excursion day, was we were doing our Pulpit Rock hike, and we'd started practicing. We'd done a few little walks before we went, but holy cow, nothing prepared us for what it was actually like. the walking that we did was mild. It was mostly flat. I think there was a tiny little hill that well, not tiny at the time. I was thinking, holy cow, I can't walk up this hill in our town. And now I didn't stamp my thank you properly. Whatever. Okay. If you get this card, I apologize. Heidi, my husband, offered to buy me one, and I'm like, no, I've got a new one. I'm just seeing how far I can push this one. Anyway, so we were hiking, and it was all uphill, and it was all rocky, and I'd get a little spur on, and I'd be like, yes, yes, yes. And then after, you know, a handful of up the heavy rocks, my legs started feeling like lead, and I had to stop and wait. And but I was actually surprised. But when we got up to the top, it was we'd done it in just on an hour and a half to get up there. So I was pretty impressed with myself. My husband, he has always been a great walker, and he's always been a faster walker than me. And I'm sure that if he didn't have me slowing him down, he probably could have done that in about an hour, I reckon. So he stopped and but doesn't that tick you off? Because he would walk like power up, and then he'd stop and wait for me. And of course, by the time I caught him up, he'd be like, okay, well, I've had my rest, I'm walking again. So I was like, oh man, I didn't get to have a break. So, but it was all good. We got there, and then when we got to the top of this bloody cliff face, I'm swearing again, apologies, it was cloudy. It was just all cloud. We were in the cloud. There was no view to be had. And I thought, all that way, and now there's no view. And then I think it started clearing just as we had to leave. So anyway, doesn't matter. We did it. We still experienced it. We still did it. That's what counts, right? Okay, got some more foliage going on. I really like this foliage, actually. Just plonking it all on. Now, another thing before I forget, we do have a really cool starter kit promotion at the moment. So if for June, we are in June, right? What is it? In Australia, it's $169 to join, and normally you get $235 to choose from, but at the moment you can choose. Oh, look at that. See, you don't notice that I ripped part of it. If I put that towards the bottom. Oh, am I stuck? Yes. Heidi, yes, I did get sick after coming home. I did. Hubby caught it first coming off the cruise, and then I got it on the plane coming home. So I'm still suffering a little bit. I still get a bit breathless. Look at that. Ta-da! Thank you. Okay, now. Okay, so yes, so going back to what I was saying, joining offer, you get more bang for your buck, basically. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going back to look at, because this is what I'm copying. So going back to looking at this, you see there's a bar that comes, and I'm working, I'm so stupid. I'm pointing to my card saying, can you see that there's no, anyway, see that there's a bar that's going across there? I need to somehow put something there, okay? So let's hide that, and I need to put something across here. And I am thinking wherever I've put them, where did I put them? I have ribbon. If I can find them, there they are. I do have a little bit of ribbon here. Come back to there. Yeah, I think there was a lot of people who got sick. So hubby got it the day getting off the boat, and then, yeah, I copped it coming home. But we managed to keep away from our children. Our boys cooked, well, because they had to. They didn't have a choice. They actually cooked us a couple of meals when we got home. Okay, what can I do with my ribbon, which is a little bit on the funky side? I need to put something across here. I mean, I don't have to, I guess. Just do a scrap of card stock and be done with it, couldn't I? Maybe I could do a scrap of cardstock and have a little bit of ribbon around there. Maybe I can do that. But I need a proper scrap. Lemon lime twist. What's my other colour? Parakeet party. Oh. Scraps. Hello, Glenda. Yes, hang on, is that the same colour? What have I done? I don't know what I've done. I think I picked the other colour. That's right. I picked the darker colour, didn't I? You know what? I'm going to get some Granny Apple Green then. This is what happens when I go live. Sorry. I'm going to put a bit of that. This is what happens. I just jump around. When it comes to this part, I just jump around. So Glenda got sick as well when she was coming back. Yeah, I think there was quite a few people that copped it. But funnily enough, because my dad and his partner came on the cruise as well, and we hung around them constantly, and they did not get sick. What am I going to do on here? I sort of feel like this is going to be out of place, if you know what I mean. Something black and white. That would be cool, actually. But I thought I would pick a color combo. I sort of almost need it. I needed one down here though to balance it up. You know, I have to do it. I'm going to add to the, it's just inspiration, right? And if you find that you have to do things a little bit different to the sketch, then so be it. But that needs to be a bit on the balanced side, if you know what I mean. What do you think? What do you think? I'm thinking I might need to scale you down a little bit too. No, it's not good. Do you know what? We went to Switzerland first. I had booked a tour with a tour manager. So he wasn't, we were sort of like a guide, but he was there to, like, you could change your itinerary. If you didn't want to do something, you could just go, no, I'm not doing that, and that type of thing. Anyway, we went on this tour, and I didn't realise everyone else on the tour, except for an American mum and son team, everyone was in their 80s. And holy cow, it was the best trip I've ever been on with those guys. We made so many friends. They were just, really interesting to talk to. And they were just going. Like, and the places that some of them had traveled to, why can't I get this to work? The places that some of them have traveled is just amazing. And a lot of them didn't start traveling until they were in their 60s. So they were just, amazing to chat to. Okay, so I've sort of got something like that going on. Oh, right. Well, Michelle, I hope that your friends had better weather than we did, because our weather was sucky. Yeah, they can afford to, and I guess that's the thing, because they were all from England as well. And, I'm thinking I might put some, what's the time? Have we been going on? I might put some ink blending around that. Do I have a yellow? I think I have a yellow, but I think it's probably got crushed curry all over it. Let's have a look. There's one yellow. Purple, yellow. Here's my yellow one. If I tie some ribbon going from the bottom into like up, do you mean up that way? Tie some ribbon going up from the bottom into a bow. So let me just do this and then we can, yeah, see, that'll be too dark. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of some of that. Jeepers, I really like using yellow. I thought I had a microfiber cloth around here somewhere. There we go. That's not so bad anymore. Hey, Candy. Cindy's got cousins visiting family in Norway at the moment. Such an amazing part of the world. But anyway, these people that, you know, they're all from England. So for them to just jump on the Euro, wow, that's really bright. For them to just jump on the Eurostar and head across to all these European countries is nothing. That is so bright. I think I've made a boo-boo. That is way brighter than what I thought it was going to be. And I tapped it off. Right, you know what? We'll fix that. If you go around the edges and you think, holy cow, just let's try and clean that brush off. And then just, if you drag those colors in and soften it as it comes in so that you've got quite a halo effect. I wasn't going to pull it in as far, but it might just soften those harsh edges because that is super bright. Can you believe that lemon lolly, which I thought was quite a pale color, has turned out that bright? And that's not the crushed curry that I had on there because most of that's come off. Super bright. Anyway, it'll change the whole look of the card. And yes, Michelle says it'll dry lighter as well. Okay. Let's get moving. Let's get this card finished. Alrighty. Let's get the card finished. It's taking too long. I might let that ribbon go. Actually, I've got some, maybe I'll put some sequins on there. Okay. I'm having trouble with my layering too. They won't. Let me go back to the, what have they done? Let me go back to here. They have done, one's sort of straight and one's not really straight. Oh, wait, go that way. You guys can't see what I'm doing. And then we go that way. I got it, like that. Something like that. You know, and I think I'm going to run out of adhesive in a moment too. Oh, I think I just ran out of it then. Oh, what is it that I never have anything like beside me when I need it? Hang on, I gotta look at my thing again. Hang on. This way. That way. All right. Oh man. Oh. Here we go. I do have one. Oh, who wants a lesson in how to replace one of these guys? Yeah, Candy, that surprised me. I haven't used the lemon lolly. I think that's the first time I've used it in my foliagey stuff there. But I haven't actually stamped with it yet. So that is quite surprising. Maybe I will like it after all. I don't know. Oops. There we go. All right. Back on track. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Now we're rolling. Okay, we're going to get that across like that. And I'm going to put these two guys. I've got to use two of them. One isn't balanced. Maybe it's because I'm using a darker color. But it's not balanced. I got to put, see, it's definitely got to have 2, right? Definitely 2, do you think? Maybe I should have flagged them. Although these don't have flags on them. I might have to use this so I know if I'm going straight. And I'm probably going to get yellow all over the back of my card now. Oh. All right. So what did I come down? I came down 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go up 3 squares. Because, you know, everything's got to be symmetrical. All right. And then I'm going to plonk my foliage, my bush bashing foliage. We'll pop that in the middle, like so. Is it straight? I can't tell. Maybe if I look at the screen instead of trying to put my head in it. Definitely need 2. Good, because I've put it on. I didn't wait. Now, there's a fair bit of bulk going on in here, but I'm wondering whether I can still use some dimensionals to pop that on, because it's got, what is that, 6 layers of card stacked up on top of each other. But let's pop these on anyway. All right, so what do you think of the colors? Like, very, very different from me. Very, very different. Sort of maybe we've got some wattles going on or something. There we go. Thank you. So that's what we've got so far. See, you can't notice that well, you sort of can a little bit. But if you wanted to, you could always go back in and pop, you know, some of the flowers in if you wanted to. Or there's more little single dies, I guess, if you wanted to go back in and fill in. I've got plenty of leftover watercolor stuff, so I could always go back and pop in more. Okay, so bling, 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 bling. Alrighty. I have got, these are new for me, so they are really pretty. What else have I got? Oh no, they're not going to match. These are super pretty. These ones are called Sparkle Gems. So I want to see if I can show you them up really close. They are super pretty. All right, so I've got them. Or I thought I've got these sequins. Like I could use the silvers on there. Or I've got these sequins. What else have I got? I've got so much stuff. But I thought I could use those clear white sequins. What do you reckon? Aussie colours, it is, isn't it? What should I use? I'm quite taken with those silver ones in there actually. Maybe I could do what Michelle suggested and put some black in there. Oh. I've got plain bling. Okay. Should I use this? I just need a colour. What colour should I put? Something that's going to make it pop. I'll wait just a minute for you guys to comment, and I'll just bring my blog address back up again to say don't forget to go and sign up for my newsletter. So that you can get these PDFs every Friday. And if you miss a live, I always pop a replay of the live in there as well to go along with it. And I have, did that work? I don't think it did. There we go. And I also have a June code of the month if you are ordering under $250 if you choose to shop with me. And so $80 will get you a thank you gift from me, and also a tutorial which I finally finished yesterday. I'm so far behind. Lisa from the US, Bernard, she does the top 3 and I do the bottom 3, and we've used the Lasting Joy stamp set on that one. So Black would look nice. Silver, no to black. Silver, oh gold. Are they gold or are they look sort of bronzy? I don't think that they will match anyway. Well, let's put the silver in there. And I was going to put them along here, but I think that'll just look a bit like that. So I'm going to actually sprinkle them around. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have put you there. I will need to keep it in. Oh, I keep thinking my card is crooked, but it's not. I might have to take some of these off and rearrange them. Oh, brush butterflies. Oh, I missed that. I do have some of them still. I'm going to do another one just up here, I think. Oh, they're making it tricky. I usually only do 3. It's making it tricky. Maybe I should have put you down there. Oh, see? Now they're being nasty on me. 1, 2, no. Oh, don't you hate it when sometimes your placement just doesn't want to, because now I've got foliage everywhere. And my little sticky things. Oops, why aren't you stuck down? I did take the backing off, didn't I? I might have to do some doctoring. Oops, now I'm bending these guys. Oh my gosh, they're just not happening. Anyway, I might play with them after screen before I take my photos. Okay. Oh, I don't know. We are. I'm calling it. I'm saying it's done. It's been a trial, and I'm a calling it. There we go. I've completed the color challenge. I completed the sketch challenge. I'm calling it. So there we go. I might actually put that one. Maybe I'll put that one up there. Maybe I'll put a few more in. We'll see. I will have a play a little bit because I'm not happy with the placement of my silvers, but I do like the silver sparkle in there. So that's fun. Oh, okay. So I am going to fling back to me. And I knew, see, because I let my hair do its own thing this morning, I knew it was going to be a bad day. I don't know why I let my hair do its own thing. I know that I should never let it do its own thing. I should always do it, right? It's just anyway, it is what it is, right? I can go back and fix it. I can fix my card and I can fix my hair. Or maybe I can just call it for the day and go back to bed. Okay, yay! I quite like those colours. So Jody, if you are watching, thank you very much. I picked yours. And I'm wearing green today too. Different green. My hair is fine. Thanks. Okay, I am gonna see you later, and I will be back next Thursday. Hopefully, a little bit more organised now. That was freaking me out this morning when my login code was taking. I can't believe it took 15 minutes. I probably got, because I tried about 3 or 4 times, I probably got all the other access codes now coming through. So anyway, thank you very much for watching me. Thank you if it was your first time. I do hope that you come back and watch again another time. I promise it's not always like this. Well, maybe it is. Doesn't matter. Thank you very much, and we will see you again next Thursday my time. Take care, have a great weekend, and we will see you later. Bye.